Speaker 1.
What a disaster last Thursday was. It was Valentine's Day and I wanted to treat my girlfriend, so I booked a really posh restaurant in the city centre. I went to pick her up in the evening in a taxi and she came out of the house looking beautiful in a new dress. We got to the restaurant, which looked lovely with candles and roses everywhere, and went in. But the restaurant had absolutely no record of our booking. They were so apologetic, but they were completely full, as was every other nice restaurant in town that evening. We ended up going home to my place and eating a pizza from the freezer. We laughed about it, but it was so disappointing, really.
Speaker 2.
We both got home from work last Friday, feeling a bit tired. Neither of us could face doing the cooking, so on the spur of the moment, we decided to eat out. We caught the bus into town, wondering if we would get a table anywhere, as it's always quite busy on Fridays. But we decided that we'd get a takeaway if we were unlucky. When we got to our favourite Thai restaurant, it was really busy, but the waiter kindly said that if we came back in an hour, he'd squeeze us in. So we had a drink in the pub across the road, then had a great meal, and went home feeling all happy and relaxed.
Speaker 3.
My parents wanted to take me out for dinner last week to celebrate passing my exams, but they booked a restaurant on the evening of our class party, which wasn't a good idea. I was having such good fun at the party that I stayed till the end and didn't get home till 7:30, which was when the table had been booked for. So we rushed into town and got there at 8:10. Fortunately for me, the restaurant had kept our table. The only problem was that the service was really slow, but we couldn't really complain because we'd been late in the first place.
Speaker 4.
I went out with my friends at the weekend for a meal. We wanted to eat Chinese for a change, so my friend Tom had booked the restaurant for all 8 of us. We all went to the Jasmine Flower Garden, as Tom had told us to, but when we got there, the restaurant couldn't find any record of our booking. Tom was a bit cross and insisted that he had booked the table, but it turned out that he had actually booked their sister restaurant, the Jasmine Flower Palace, on the other side of town. Tom felt such a fool, but the restaurant owner was very understanding and found a table for us. Then he phoned the other restaurant, which belonged to his brother-in-law anyway.
Speaker 5.
Last Saturday was very nearly a disaster. Some friends were visiting, so I booked as an Italian restaurant in town for an evening out. I also booked a taxi for us all, but the weather was so bad that the road at the bottom of the hill flooded, and the taxi couldn't get through for a long time. So when it finally got us to the restaurant, we were very late indeed, and the restaurant had given our table to someone else. They were very apologetic, though, and offered us a half-price takeaway with a free bottle of wine, so we went home with loads of food and drink and had a lovely evening anyway.